Bisexual Conference 2016, and we got some bros here. Right on. Hey, what's your name?
Chris.
Chris?
Yep.
All right, and tell me about what you got here.
Guerrilla Warfare is my vegan-themed clothing line here. Just some provocative shirts to help people think outside the box.
Right on, and I love the shirt you have. Let's see what you've got outside the box. What does it say? I think, therefore, I'm vegan. And then what does it say down here?
I went vegan because I couldn't unlearn the things I learned.
Yep.
Founder of GWF.
Yep.
Of what's GWF?
Guerrilla Warfare.
Oh, okay. Tell me about that.
It's just my little company to shock treat the world.
Right on. And how long you been vegan?
6 years and change already.
Wow.
Best thing I've ever done.
Wow, best thing you ever did?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm a history buff, so I love to learn. So that's actually how I went into this. Really, first and foremost, I saw a video that shocked me. But after I saw that video, I researched and I found if you want to be a great person today and in the future, it's a good idea to study the great people of the past, because their obstacles will become your obstacles in some shape, way, or form. And when you do that, it's a common, undeniable thread. Albert Einstein, Nikola Tesla, Gandhi, Buddha, Pythagoras, Hippocrates, Plato, Mark Twain, Leo Tolstoy, Friedrich Nietzsche, Voltaire, Charles Darwin, Benjamin Franklin, the list goes on and on and on.
Wow.
Not only did these people eat flesh, but they strongly told the people around them not to eat it either, that it wasn't for them.
That's amazing. And how did you actually, when you went vegan, was it a difficult transition?
No, actually, the video so strongly hit me.
Yep.
No pun intended. Like I told my friend, I went cold turkey the next day.
Yeah, that's right.
Cold turkey.
And did you know how to eat vegan?
No, nobody ever told me. I actually got sick. Entering the second month to the 5th month, for 3 months, I'd have sporadic sharp pains in my stomach, lasting anywhere from a second to 40 seconds.
Yes, and that was it.
Yeah, but I wasn't scared of it because I researched it. I know that when you take away alcohol from an alcoholic, when you take away heroin from a heroin addict, they go through withdrawals as well. So I wasn't scared of it. I fought it.
And how do you feel now?
Wonderful. No more withdrawals.
You look great, and look at all these T-shirts. What are some of the most popular ones?
Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Awesome. Well, Chris, you have a great spirit.
Thank you so much.
And you're a very wise man.
Thank
You're
you.
such a young guy.
Also.
And are you good? You're a role model for some other kids. Are they following in your footsteps?
I'm veganizing the world one stomach at a time.
That's right. Right on. And where do you hail from?
New York.
Oh, terrific.
Yeah.
That's great. And you came all the way out here to Los Angeles just to preach the word. And
I go to all the vegan shows in the United States.
oh, that's fantastic. And so it's GWF. What does it stand for?
Guerrilla Warfare, and I'll be starting Europe in October.
That's right. Take Europe by storm. And how about you, my friend?
I'm John. I'm from Denmark, or rather the Faroe Islands.
Terrific.
I've been a vegan for almost 7 years.
Wow.
Became a vegetarian 20 years ago. It's just my nature. I've always loved animals. I've always been a compassionate person, and felt like coming home.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, because everything's in alignment. Everything that you believe, you're actually
Yeah, exactly.
living.
Exactly. It felt like letting go of a big rock on my shoulders. I've been carrying my whole life. It's like I'm free.
And what would you say to people who, they love animals, most of us do, but it just hasn't clicked. Like they love their meat and their burgers and their ribs and their bacon.
Yeah, I mean, I think you have to go into the word love and ask what it means. I mean, I think love means concern for others. So just put your emotions to the side for a moment. Just realize that if you have a girlfriend and you're beating her up, or if you're hurting her, it's not love. You're sick. You have problems, and you gotta get your act together.
There's a disconnect. You gotta get your act together.
Yeah,
There's a
because
disconnect.
it's not love. I mean, I'm sure there's some remnant of love, but you're just very dysfunctional, and you're not in touch with the essence of love, and you gotta think about it, and that's what humans do. That's what humans bring to the table. Introspection and the ability to self-edit.
Yes.
We can change.
Yes.
And we did it with slavery. women have gotten equal rights, sort of, pretty close. And
Getting there?
The next logical step is just the species border.
That's fantastic, John. That's very powerful. Thanks. And I also, Chris, want to ask you as well. What would you say? What could you add to what John said? His powerful words to people.
That love animals, but that doesn't click.
Yeah.
I would say you have to really look in the mirror and ask yourself, can you kill these animals that you eat? And if you can't, that's called your conscience. And once you know that your conscience is speaking to you because you know that you can't kill it, then you have to face that reality. Just face it. And once you face it, you always end up in the same path, the same vegan door.
That's fantastic. Well, thank you guys. Very,
welcome.
Yeah, very helpful. Thanks, and I'm glad I know both of you. Take care. Oh, okay. We have one more. Are you? What are you eating?
Vegan sushi.
What is it?
Vegan sushi.
Vegan sushi. Do you mind if I film you for a second? And what's your name?
Peter.
I'm sorry?
Peter.
Peter. And where are you from?
Denmark.
Denmark.
I came with John.
Oh, that's fantastic. And where'd you get the vegan sushi?
Sorry?
Where did you get the vegan sushi?
The other hole.
Oh, that's fantastic. Can we see it?
Sure.
That's great. And how long have you been vegan?
I think about 8 or 10 years.
Fantastic. And what would you say to all those who love animals, but just are not willing or interested in hearing about the connection between their eating animals and the gruesome suffering and violence that occurs in order for them to have their meat and chicken and fish?
What I would say to them?
I'm sorry?
What was your question?
Oh, so my question is, what would you say to those people who are likely not living in accordance with their ethics and their principles?
I suppose I would say that there's only one path to kindness, and it includes not eating animals.
And why is that? I know it sounds like an obvious question. And those who are struggling, just to be aware that in order to live that kindness, it must extend to all sentient beings, not just humans.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
I'm sorry. That the kindness, it's important that it needs to extend to everyone,
Sure.
not just humans.
Sure. Generally speaking, kindness has no face, no skin color, no facial features of any certain. It only deals in can they suffer? Can they feel? As Jeremy Bentham says.
That's right.
Yeah.
Not can they reason like we can reason.
Right. Because I mean, if you only if you made the distinction on who can reason and who can't reason, there are people that can't reason as well. I mean, should we eat those? Is that
That's
morally
right.
defensible?
That's right.
Right.
Then we decide what IQ or what level of reason do you have for us to determine whether
and as soon as we do that, we have stepped into Nazi territory. I mean,
Evil.
The idea of differentiating between people based on intelligence is a very disgusting practice, and there's no reason why the line should be drawn at people. As soon as we dissolve these lines, we find that the meaningful distinction is between can they suffer or can they not suffer.
That's powerful. One last question. What would you say to the people? There's many people who, when I tell them that I am passionate about animal rights, they ask me, well, why don't you care about human rights? Why are you focusing so much on the animals when there's so many humans suffering? That's a very common one.
Right.
Like recently, with Black Lives Matter, or not just that, with anything, the homeless. I've been asked that. Somebody said, "There's homeless right down the corner. Why aren't you?"
Well, I'm I'm for rights for everyone, including no matter what skin color or sexuality or religion or whatever they have. Or species as well. And I think that we should focus our efforts wherever the need is greatest and where we can do the greatest impact. And that will place us. One of the places where we can do the most is in assistance to the animals in the animals' cause.
That's right. It's like our highest evolution when we show that we can help the most vulnerable.
I suppose.
I feel that way, but I love what you're saying.
Right.
And well, thank you so much.
Sure.
And thanks for taking time out of your sushi lunch. And thank you so much. Have a good time.
What's it going to be used for?
Say it again.
What is it going to be used for? Is it like a...
Oh, hold on. I'm just going to show the room.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And it's for the battery dies. And again, this is one of about, many rooms. There are thousands and thousands of us here, and many people are in seminars right now. Over and out.